Back.
Here again.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna put up on TDC.
TDC for what?
So we put Pushrod's back in.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh no, here we go again. I keep drawing a blank on this one.
Which TDC we're gonna use?
The front.
Front TDC?
Yes.
Not the rear one?
Not at the moment. There's no TDC in the back.
Yeah, there is.
5 degrees afterwards, isn't it?
No, there's a mark on the flywheel.
I'm not close right now.
So which TDC are we gonna put on?
The front one.
Yeah.
Why?
How many strokes this motor?
4. Because you gotta have it
How many
lined up.
TDCs do we have?
How many TDCs? I thought there's only one.
We got 2 cylinders here. At least
There's only
two.
top dead center's only on the front
There's
cylinder.
2 cylinders, at least 2.
There's not though. There may be, but it's only one top
many
dead center.
strokes in the motor?
On every motor only has one.
How many strokes is the motor?
4 strokes.
What's that mean?
Means it goes intake, down, exhaust, no, compression, down, exhaust.
So how many TDs was that?
It's only one top dead center, but I guess every time that rod goes to the top, it's the top dead center every time.
Oh, so there's 2 in there, huh?
Not on the rear. There's not one on the rear cylinder. There's only one on the front cylinder.
There's no top. The piston never gets the top on the back. Remember that.
For timing wise.
What time are we doing? Ignition?
Mm-hmm.
No, we already did
We're
timing.
doing push rod timing.
We already did ignition timing.
We're doing engine timing, motor timing. What is it? Push rod timing?
Push rod timing.
I already did the cam timing,
Cam timing.
breather timing.
Breather timing.
Now it's time for the push
How
rod
about
timing.
Joe timing?
Hmm?
Time to go.
Okay, so I get back in the air. What?
So how many strokes you got?
4,
How many TDCs do you got
2,
per cylinder?
1 per cylinder. Top dead center only comes up one time, doesn't it?
What's
Yeah.
top dead center mean?
Top dead center ignition wise, right?
No, I didn't say that. Did it say top centered ignition or did we say top dead center?
It's just that's when the piston's at the highest up.
Okay, how many times will that happen?
Once every 4 rotations. No, twice every
So
4
what do you have
rotations.
once every 4 times around?
Every time it goes up, it does it, right? 1 rotation, it comes back up, it does it again.
Top and bottom goes up and down. It's called a circle.
Yep. And then
So which one do you time it at?
the front one.
That means you got 2.
I know we have to, yeah, because we got to do the rear push rods on the front one. We got to get them both up there, right? To get in. Come on, Keenan. 1,
What's that?
top dead center.
How do you know?
Because it's straight up to that crank will turn.
Okay, what's that down there?
Bottom dead center.
How do you know that?
Because it won't go any lower.
Oh, what's that?
Top.
How many times to go around?
Once a stroke, you get a top dead center
What's that?
every time it goes around.
You said only only 4 times. You said only goes around twice before you get 1.
No, every time that rod goes to the top, you get a top dead center, right?
You do? Oh, now we get more of them now. It's a 4-stroke motor though, so
I'm learning.
it has to go around twice. See, here's 1. That one don't count. There's 2. That's what Joe says. It only goes up once every twice around, but see, I see it going up every time it comes up. The problem is the valves are going up and down.
There that is.
The problem is your lifters are going up and down the whole time because the valves are open and closing. So if you're going to adjust the valves, what top dead center we want?
Valve timing.
We want compression stroke top dead center, not overlap top dead center. See, this time here the valves are going up and down. This time around here it's compression stroke, it's firing.
Yeah.
Those are closed. They're open again.
Okay.
They're closed again. They're open again. They're closed again. Every
And you
other
want
time.
them closed to do it?
You don't want to adjust the valve when they're open because then you have a problem. It's really loose when
Hitting the
it goes
pistons
around
and
the other way.
stuff? And,
Then when you go around the other way, it's really loose
okay.
because the
So what
valves
is
have
that?
overlap. Overlap means both valves are open at the same time. And depending on how big the cam is, it's anywhere from 50 thou to 200 thou.
Mine's not that big.
Unless it's my bike, it's 300 thou. But the thing is, they're open and closed.
Right. And you want them
So,
closed when you do
there's
it.
2 top dead centers, because every time this thing comes around, it's up.
But you don't want the second, you don't want the one.
So you got to figure out when your valves are open and closing. Now, see how there's no push rods over here? You're on the wrong side of the vehicle, sir.
I've been summoned.
See, we got lifters that go up and down over here. So those go up and down. You got to adjust. You got to install the valves in the correct spot. See you later. Mama called. So you got to determine what stroke you're on, because we want top dead center compression stroke, not top dead center. What's the other one?
I want to say rebound. No,
Overlap.
Overlap.
Okay, what's this one over here?
Same thing.
This one's the opposite, whatever this one is.
Okay.
Because it doesn't fire every time it comes up twice.
Right.
It goes around once, that one fires. It goes around again, that one fires. And this one goes back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go on once, twice, and fire both. It doesn't work that way. You could make it that way if you wanted to, but you'd have to have a special cam.
But this
Motor
motor,
doesn't care
we're
how it
talking about
runs.
this motor.
Yeah, so we got to be on the compression stroke, adjust your valves.
And do I get to put the push rods in there right now?
Leave that, you got to put your fingers in the holes and see where they're at.
Oops, there goes the washer.
Then you lost your washer.
He's still even,
How do you know?
depth-wise.
Move the wheel.
To get up off the ground first.
That helps. This thing's noisy out there. Now, if you had the valve in here, you put your finger over the hole over there, you know which one you're on.
Got the push rods in?
Because compression would be on the compression stroke.
Yep. How do I tell now?
You got to tell, you have to look at where your lifters are at. See that right there? Put your finger on it. Oh, your rag is dirty? What'd you do with your rag? Joe lost his rag.
Okay.
So,
Neutral, it's not moving.
okay, what about the other one? Is it moving? Is that one moving?
No.
How many times you turn that wheel over now in the back?
4 times. Hasn't gone down.
You know, if you keep turning that wheel enough, that lifter will move.
I can feel it move.
Are they moving right now?
Yep, coming up.
Okay, well that's on what stroke, which one are you on? Intake or exhaust?
On the intake.
Which way you turn the oil? Front or
Forward,
back?
forward.
You sure you're going forward, not backwards?
Yep.
Okay, so the intake's sucking in fuel right now?
Almost the top.
Top of what?
The cam.
Top of push rod moving? Okay, is it going down here?
Let's go up a little bit. It's flattened out right there.
Well, it's all the way down now?
That's all the way up. That's up.
That means you're on the valve is open. So keep going. Going down now?
Yeah.
What's that mean? That means the piston just went down and sucked all the air into the motor.
Okay. And it's at the bottom where we want it to be.
Is it all the way down now?
It's not moving.
Okay. Now you need to put something over the other side and the compression stroke will be the next one up. Because you sucked all the fuel out of it. Where's your Phillips screwdriver at? Okay, go on the other side. Don't lose your screws. Don't lose your washer.
Move that washer back in.
Why'd you put the O-ring on top instead of on the bottom?
Alright.
Why'd you put the O-ring on the bottom instead of the top?
I'm gonna turn it right now.
See, there's a washer
Mm-hmm.
and an O-ring. The washer supports the O-ring,
On the bottom.
not seal the push rod. So the washer goes first, and then the O-ring. Complicated. Okay, so next time up is compression stroke. If you keep turning the wheel the same way.
Yeah. What am I gonna do now?
Where's your Phillips screwdriver at?
I just gave it to you.
What's in your hand? Where's the piston at?
Down.
Okay, so turn the motor over until you hit it.
Still going down.
Is it going down or going up?
Down.
Well, you already went past it, didn't you?
I should be going backwards with it.
Well, where you at? You were sucking air and then the valve closed. If the piston's going down, it obviously ain't going to be at top dead center, is it?
I don't even feel nothing.
Well, you're lost again, so now you can come back over here. You can do intake or exhaust, your choice.
Intake.
Okay, where's it at? Is that moving? Which way are you turning your wheel right now?
Forward. Coming up. Going down. Gonna check the Phillips head now.
Go over there and find it. Why'd you leave your screwdriver over here?
I got the Phillips head one here. What was it on?
That is the Phillips head. Nope. Dirty too. Where's your rag?
I got a rag.
Got a rag right here.
Okay. The piston's up there now.
Piston's up now?
Yep.
Okay, make sure it's all the way up.
It's going down.
Well, then you went too far, didn't you?
Right there.
Right there, what?
Top.
It's all the way up?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yep.
Can you see it? Is there a piston in there?
You can see it, yeah. I can feel it though.
Is there a piston in there? Somewhere in there, it's
A
piston?
big hole in there. Yep.
Okay, you're top dead center. We're on compression stroke.
So now what we do now?
Now how do you know you're on the compression stroke and not the overlap? If you look in those two holes, those lifters should be about the same height.
They are.
Now if you go over here on this side over here, these two should not be at the same height.
They're not.
How do you know they're not?
You just measure them.
Where?
Screwdriver height.
They are.
Um,
That's what you're saying to me.
back was a little lower.
The back one's lower? Why is the back one lower?
Because it's on the flat part of the can.
Because the exhaust valve's open on this cylinder because we're on the overlap stroke coming up. You know what happens first on the overlap stroke?
Nope.
The exhaust closes,
Okay.
and the intake opens.
Let the fuel in.
We're 45 degrees out of phase because of why?
Because of rear. 2 cylinders.
45 degree angle.
Oh. Oh, and that, the rotation.
So we're 45 degrees behind. So if you rotate the motor 45 degrees, this one will be on top dead center on this one over here, but on the compression stroke because the exhaust is closing, the intake's going to open.
You need degree wheel.
And these
to
two
do
will both be at the same height, but to be way up here instead of down here. Because that'd be overlap stroke, compression stroke. Valves are in different plots. Okay, so these two can go in now. You didn't remember any of this stuff from before, did you?
We're
Are you
not stupid like that, Keith.
you stupid? Was that a stupid question?
No, I'm stupid like that.
Oh, okay. Now, did you check to see which push rod you just
Grab
grabbed?
this one first, right?
Is that one shorter than the other one?
Yeah. No.
Which one's shorter?
This one?
I don't know.
Not much.
Not much.
This one's shorter.
Okay, the short one goes where?
In the back, in the intake.
Okay, so which one are we going to do first?
This one.
Why are you going to do that one first?
Because the intake. You need to get behind. You can't get the other one in there, can
Because
you?
the intake's easier to get to right now. If you put the exhaust in first, it's hard to get to the intake.
It's not fitting.
Joe did it wrong. Came out of there, didn't it? More interruptions.
I won't go any further than getting this one in.
You gonna get no further? Why don't you wipe it down and get it there anyway? Loop. Mm-hmm. Okay, why don't you give me a call back in about a half hour right in the middle of doing a video right now? Alright, bye.
Do I need to make this shorter?
It came out, it should go back in.
That's what I thought.
What are you doing wrong? You got
That's
the right
wrong
push
hole.
rod? You got the wrong push rod.
No, that's all right.
Did it come out? What'd you do? What was the secret, Joe?
Get up in there.
Move your fingers out of the way, I can't see. What was the secret?
I had to get it up in there.
How'd you do that?
I tell you, but it might get your video in trouble.
How'd you do it?
You just got it in the hole.
You got in a hole. It's a secret.
I need to
The
lengthen
lifter
it.
blocks aren't flat, so it might not go here, but it might go in over there, or it might not go there and go in this way, or it might go in from this side and not the other side.
That's why I just brought it around like that.
You gotta jiggle around till you get to where it comes out. Then you gotta adjust them all the way down.
Yep.
So I laid these out, so this should be exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust.
I put all these on there.
How come number 3 is missing? Because it's an intake. Section number 2
It's
because
missing.
it starts here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how they work.
I got 2 in there right now, right?
You got number 2 going to number 2 hole.
Boy, there's really a lot of thread on these things.
Yeah, imagine that. Lifetime adjustability. Wait till you get down when the threads are bad. So we're going to need a wrench here at some point. I came with a 5/16 or a 1/4 inch. It's one of these small ones. S&S is a 1/4 inch. I think these ones are 5/16. These are S&S. These are an S&S push rod.
Well, SNS ones didn't work.
Yeah, see these ones are a 1/4 inch. Here, that's 5/16. What happened, Joe? You get tired?
Still not there yet.
You're not there yet? You gonna get that nut up there before you forget about it?
Do what?
That nut. See that nut you got buried in the hole down there?
Down here?
Yeah, you can get that
I
out.
can't get it out now.
I don't know, can you? Keep burying it in there, it's gonna get harder and harder.
I was hoping that I was liking that room that it was in.
You didn't like that nut down there at all? You're just not even gonna use that nut. Don't need it.
Gonna need it.
Don't need that nut. I've seen guys do that. You know how far you get before it doesn't run after you do that?
Well, you can leave it down there?
You get about 3 miles before the bike quits running.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that would happen.
You know why it quits running?
The valve closes.
The valves don't open. The push rods.
Just put till it touches.
The push rods vibrate themselves shorter.
Oh, that's the deal?
Yeah.
So the nut unthreads or yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not my customer out there. That's an expensive Beamer out there. One of those fancy-ass sport car type things out there. And a fancy restaurant type.
Okay. So that one is touching and, you know.
Is it touching yet?
It's touching, yeah.
Does it go up and down?
No.
Lifter's solid? The lifter's pumped up already?
Well, probably, yeah, probably should have hydraulic. So
We already got a pumped up lifter? Okay. Are you exactly where it just touched, or you could probably do collapse a little bit already?
I collapsed a little bit.
Okay, so unscrew it until you get to where it just touches.
Come on, sucker.
You done yet?
I don't.
Did you break it? What's your problem?
I put the hand torque on it.
Hand torque on what?
When it hit the lifter?
What'd you do? Put the lock nut on the lock nut already, or what?
No, it's not. It's just like.
What's your problem in there, Joe? Your fat fingers don't fit in there?
I can't get the damn thing.
You can't even see in there. So many fat fingers in there, you can't see nothing.
The clothespin's at.
They don't work because the push rods are too short. You have to do everything with your 2 fingers.
I gotta put that nut back down.
You mean the jam nut's in the way because you got it jammed up in there?
My fingers need to go.
Oh.
Okay, it's loose now.
Okay, so go up till it just touches.
Just touching.
Okay, get out of the way.
Maybe a little sloppy, but.
Clean your hands.
Huh?
Clean your hands. Wipe them off. Just use that clean rag.
What is that?
Here's one. I hear a supervisor coming.
Is Mom coming in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Okay, you over here. You're filming.
We'll get this done today, huh?
Yeah, if we're going to get done today and correctly, without bending the valves, you better help me finish it. Okay, what's this?
That's the 1/4-inch driver,
What's this
5/16. That's half.
Okay, this is supposed to be tight right now.
I said no, just touching. You said I had it tight before.
Doesn't sound like it's touching. Does that sound like it's touching to you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so go down until it touches. Get this lock nut up out of my way here. There she is. Okay, there's 0 right there.
That's 0.
That's 0.
No more knocking.
And we're knocking. Okay, now we're going to take our wrench and we're going to lock this push rod down. Let's figure out where the slot's at. The slot's in the back, I'm guessing.
Right there.
Yeah, I found the slot. Okay, now we're going to go up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's where we stopped.
12. I think it was 12.
Back it up 1. We're at 11. Okay, now we're going to wait for it to bleed down, and then we're going to check our adjustment. We'll be back.